35% of executives admit something unsettling. They could not immediately pull the plug on a rogue AI agent inside their company. And yet, 97% of those same companies deployed AI agents last year. The machines are already inside. Most people never noticed. This is the story of how AI quietly stopped answering questions and started doing jobs, and what happens when it goes wrong. First, what exactly is an agent? A chatbot answers you. An agent plans a task, opens tools, and acts with minimal supervision. Ask a chatbot about a prospect, and it drafts an email. An agent researches them, writes it, schedules it, and logs everything. That difference sounds small. It is the difference between a calculator and an accountant. One gives answers, the other takes responsibility. In 2024, the world was obsessed with chatbots. By 2026, every major platform had shipped frameworks for autonomous agents instead. Gartner measured the shift. Under 5% of enterprise applications embedded agents in 2025. By the end of this year, 40%. That is not adoption. That is a takeover of the software you already use, email, spreadsheets, customer systems, from the inside. But here is the strange part. While agents spread everywhere, almost 9 in 10 of them die before ever reaching real work. Why did agents suddenly work in 2026 after years of demos? 3 walls fell at once: cost, connection, and trust. Cost first. Running a model at the level of early ChatGPT became more than 280 times cheaper in about 2 years. When intelligence gets that cheap, you stop rationing it. You can let a machine try, fail, retry, and check its own work. The second wall was connection. Agents need hands, access to browsers, databases, calendars. Each connection used to be custom-built and fragile. Then, a standard emerged for plugging models into tools. By this year, 68% of enterprises had adopted that standardized tool layer. Suddenly, the same agent could read email, query a database, and file a report, without an engineering team rebuilding every bridge. The third wall was trust, and it fell through narrow scope. Companies stopped asking agents to do everything and gave them one job. An insurance technology firm handed an agent live claims intake, real customers, real money, multi-step work, running in production this July. A voice agent for customer support can now be built in under 2 minutes, priced at 5 cents per minute of audio. Cheap, connected, and narrow. That formula unlocked the agent era. It also created a graveyard, and the graveyard is enormous. 88%. That is the share of AI agent pilots that never reach production, measured by Forrester and replicated across independent surveys. Companies build an agent, demo it to applause, and then it dies quietly in testing. 9 times out of 10, roughly. The obvious suspect is the AI itself, the model hallucinating, making things up. The data says the obvious suspect is innocent. Forrester traced agent failures to ambiguity, miscoordination, and unpredictable system dynamics. Not broken models. Broken instructions, broken plumbing, broken expectations. 22% of deployed agents show negative returns after a year. The top cause? Nobody defined what success even meant. Think about that. Companies gave software employees a job without a job description, then acted surprised when the results were unmeasurable. The second killer is access. An agent asked to process invoices without access to the invoice system is an expensive way to fail. The third killer is silence. Only 38% of production agents have automated evaluations running on every change made to them. That number predicts survival better than anything else. Agents without automated checks were rolled back 47% of the time within a year. Agents with full evaluation coverage? 9%. Same models, same technology. The difference was whether anyone was watching. Gartner now predicts more than 40% of agentic projects will be canceled by the end of 2027. So, most agents die. But the ones that survive do something almost nothing in enterprise software has ever done. Agents that make it to production return an average of 171% on investment. In the United States, 192. The median deployment pays for itself in 5.1 months. Sales prospecting agents pay back in 3.4. Almost no category of business software recovers its cost that fast. This is why the money keeps coming despite the graveyard. Who is winning? Banking and insurance lead, with 47% running agents in production. Healthcare and government trail far behind. The pattern among winners is boring, and that is the point. Narrow tasks, measurable outcomes, a human approving every risky action. Remember the insurance claims agent? It worked because claims intake is repetitive, rule-bound, and logged, the perfect shape for a machine. The failures dreamed of digital employees. The winners built digital specialists. One job, clear rules, constant measurement, and a supervisor. The market has noticed. Agentic AI is worth around $10 billion today, projected to reach $236 billion by 2034. McKinsey's midpoint scenario: agents and robots generating nearly $3 trillion of United States economic value per year by 2030. But success created a problem nobody wrote a plan for. Because a machine that acts can also act against you. Remember the 35% who could not pull the plug? Here is why that answer is more reasonable than it sounds. An agent is not one program you switch off. It is credentials, connections, and running tasks spread across dozens of systems. 36% of executives admit they have no formal plan at all for supervising the agents already working inside their companies. 67% believe their company has already leaked data through unapproved AI tools employees adopted on their own. Gartner expects more than 2,000 legal claims involving deaths linked to autonomous AI systems by the end of this year. And the resistance is not only technical. 29% of employees admit to actively sabotaging their company's AI strategy. Among the youngest workers, Generation Z, that number is 44%. Nearly half quietly working against the machines replacing them. Governments are moving too. China ordered agent features switched off for 345 million users of One Assistant this July. A new companion law forced the biggest Chinese AI platforms to disable autonomous behavior until they could prove control. The pattern is the same everywhere. Capability arrived years before accountability. The machines learned to act before anyone agreed on the rules. Which raises the last question. If this is year 1 of the agent era, what does year 5 look like? Gartner's roadmap: task agents this year, collaborative agent teams next year, cross-application agent ecosystems by 2028. By 2029, half of all knowledge workers are projected to build and manage agents as a routine part of their job. 75% of executives expect an AI agent to hold a seat in their company's leadership within 5 years. Whether that excites or terrifies you, the direction is set. The question is no longer whether machines will work. They already do. The question is the one from the very beginning. When something goes wrong, who is holding the plug, and does it still work? The companies that answer that question now will own the next decade. The ones that don't will become its cautionary tales. Next time, the trillion-dollar bet behind all of this, and why some analysts believe the entire AI economy is a bubble.